Hey guys, here is the first video for 5.2, the Leechmonger's Archstone. There are several things that I'm going to be bringing up here. The first one is that I am very sorry about the reflections that are in the video. At this time that I was recording, there's not really much I can do, so please just try to ignore that. The way that I just went is the way that you're supposed to go. This way down here is the way that you are not supposed to go. However, I was lost for some reason, and Kuro had placed his soul sign back here, and so I just went ahead and went down there so I could pick him up. If you can see the fog back there, that should be a very clear indicator that that is not the way that you're going to go through the rest of the level. But anyways, one of the things that I did want to tell you, since we're waiting for Kuro to be summoned here, about the reflections and stuff, we actually have looked and we've picked out a very specific capture card that we can get. It's a little expensive, it's a couple of $100 give or take, and there's also a monitor that we have picked out, and if we are able to get that by the end of this year, we will be able to record without this glare, without the shadows, without the reflections, without noise in the background, without any of that. We will be able to record HD, high def video quality footage for the games that we are going to be playing for you. So if you would like to help us out with that, let us know. We do have a PayPal account set up where we can receive donations. If you just want to give us an encouraging comment or something, that would be good too. But if you want to help with that, let us know. Drop us a message in our YouTube account, or you can message us on our Tumblr, or anything like that. But that's something that we're looking at, and I just wanted to let you know. But anyways, going into the level here, this level does have poison in it, and you will see where that is in just a minute. Right now we're going down this little craggy corridor, and quick preview, there aren't too many enemies here, but some of them are pretty annoying. In this first part, before we reach the fog, one of your biggest enemies is going to be the ground, or the lack thereof. As you can see, we're on a really narrow walkway, and there really aren't any holes or anything, but there are some spots where you're going to have to fight, like right here, and it's going to be a little dangerous if you fight and jab and knock yourself off over the edge. I strongly recommend against falling, except where Kuro and I do, because there is some ground beneath us. There's an item down there, as you can see, but I'm not able to get it because we're just going through and recording. I had a limited amount of time when we were doing this, so if you want to know what the items are, you're going to have to find out a different time. Some of the corpses will drop better healing items, which you will need if you do not have the shield, which I have, which is what you can get from the 4-1 boss, or you have a ring, which allows you to restore health. That is the only reason that through this swamp that I'm going through, I'm not losing any HP, if you can see, because this is actually a poisonous bit of water. I picked up a hammer, which is very useful, and by the way, even though it says that I am poisoned, keep an eye on my HP bar, because you're not going to see it go down very much, and the reason for that is the shield and the ring that I mentioned just a minute ago, which I didn't know about, but Kuro was nice enough to tell me about. The enemies, besides, just the environment and everything, one of them are going to be little goblins and stuff, and then the other ones that you will see here are the jellies that are in the poisonous swamp, and even though they aren't very life-threatening, I would strongly suggest killing these guys, if for no other reason than they drop Lotus items, which are very useful, especially if you do not have the equips that I just mentioned, the shield and the ring, that allow you to keep yourself from dying to poison. So going through and killing these guys is not a bad idea. However, I would suggest against going too far out into the poisonous little swamp, because there is a red phantom enemy, as Kuro told me, that you will see him pointing to, and you can actually kind of see there are some items off in the distance there, and that's actually where it is. And unless you are prepared for a really annoying fight against an enemy that can move quickly while we can't move quickly through the swamp, then I think it'd be better to just leave it alone right now. And we actually did, to save time, and also because it was kind of risky anyways. But you can get lots of Lotus items, and it's very convenient to kill these little jelly guys for that. So if you don't want to pay, a robbery worth of souls to go get some items from a merchant, which is later on in the level anyways, then you are free to kill these little jellies and get them on your own anyways. Up ahead here, this is about where you can see the direction of the red phantom. There is an unknown hero soul that you can get that I just picked up back there, and then up here there are more jellies. Do be careful of a large monster up ahead. He is just like the little goblin guys, but he is just bigger, and he packs a little more of a punch, so you're going to see him up ahead here in just a second, and be careful about that. By the way, the dragon weapons or the fire damage weapons that worked just well against the Leechmonger before, they also work very well here. So you can see we're doing massive amounts of damage to this guy here with just a couple of hits, and it's really convenient if you bring that. So if you have any dragon weapons, we have dragon halberds. If you have dragon swords, if you have a lava bow like I do, even though I don't really use it much in this video, anything like that, fire magic, those kind of things are really handy. If you just saw Kuro Point, that is the direction, actually this is the direction still, that you would go to meet the Red Phantom. There's some Royal Lotus and an unknown hero soul that you can get here. And then other than that, there's not really much else to this video. So anyways, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe us and check out our Tumblr for some more info. And then we'll see you Saturday with our classic capture.